So we are in our quarantine hotel in Jakarta, and let's see how our trip started and how it went so far. So, good morning everyone. Today is the first day of our trip. Still an early morning for us. Currently I'm going to get our PCR test done. Well, actually to take our PCR tests, and we'll see how it goes. The trip begins now, and hopefully everything goes well. So our PCR tests are done, and they are finally in my bag, ready to fly. Just a few hours left, and we will be on our way. Stay tuned for the rest of the trip. 'We are at the Riga airport, changing some currencies to Indonesian rupees, and finally became millionaires. Security went well, everything is good. Drone is with me, waiting for the boarding. Still have a couple hours left. Hopefully time passes by. We're gonna grab something to eat, and obviously duty free. So we are finally here. We are happy. I'm a little bit tired after a long trip, but everything is good. 3 hours later, we're in Turkey. I don't know what kind of airport it is, but we're in Istanbul, and it is looking pretty. It's huge, it's fancy, everything is open. We are a little bit tired, but
some water maybe.
Coffee, water, some food maybe, and just prepare for the last trip. Last flight, 12 hours almost to Jakarta. We are finally here in Jakarta, 27 hours later since the beginning of our trip, and I honestly can say it was the hardest trip I ever had. At one time I had to fly to the United States. It wasn't as hard as this time because at first we took a train from one city to the other. It took us more than 2 hours, then 2 hours more by bus to Riga. In there we had to wait for our first flight to Istanbul. It took us 3 hours to get from Riga to Istanbul, and after waiting in Istanbul for another 2 hours, we eventually boarded the flight to Jakarta. I believe it was 11 and a half hours, which sounds not too bad, but as I said, we spent probably 27 hours traveling. And once we got in Jakarta, it was hard. I mean, all the immigration process and all the things you have to present to them, all the forms you need to fill in, everything you have to check. I mean, it's wow. Like, not too bad actually. Everyone was kind of helpful and friendly. It was more stressful for us, because it was the first time we did anything like that. And after we arrived in our hotel, got our first PCR tests done, and now we are just resting because we completely lost track of time with all the new information in our heads. It's just very tiring. But I mean, we're here. We're eventually here. Everything else is good, although our one luggage has a almost torn off handle, completely torn off wheel, so we just have a luggage with 3 wheels instead of 4 wheels. I don't know, I mean, the room is quite spacious. I'm gonna be here for a while. We actually got the dinner, and I think that's it for today. Peace.